Hey guys, I'm doing this special video because it's come to my attention that some communities are extremely bad. So bad, in fact, that the controllers, the administrators, or basically anyone with authority or power, does not know how to properly use it. Today I'm going to show you something I love the most. I love Terraria. Terraria is a nice game. And you've seen some of the videos that I've done, so that's not a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get on the forums, enjoy myself a little bit here. You can probably see all the information on it. This is the normal forum, and it uses the same engine. I don't know what the engine really is called, but it's some, here we go. Forum software is by Zen4o Ltd. Okay, so this same engine is run by an awesome program known as TShock. TShock is a server maintenance for Terraria, very effective if you want to prevent cheaters, hackers, have a special commands, that kind of thing. Now pay attention, you'll notice that the TShock website is loading slowly right now. This is not my internet, okay? And you can see that because I just loaded Google and Terraria really quickly. And as I get through this video, you'll see some interesting elements about this that you might want to rethink about doing. There you go. Terraria TShock has finally loaded. Now I have a warning recently because I posted that a user needed a link to TShock working for the newest update. Now of course we all understand that when an update comes out, programs, mods will be outdated and they won't work. Well, a lot of people are happy that hacking and cheating mods are out of date because those are the worst kind of mods. But mods like TShock, which give you the opportunity to control hackers, bad people, you name it, for whatever purpose you want it. TShock is a very good program. It's free, it's open source, but that's not the bad thing. The bad thing is people who work for it. Now, not all of them, but I'm not going to be pointing names due to the fact that apparently a lesson learned, you can't point out names. But there are developers, I can only say this, there are developers on this community who will warn you for even the slightest ridiculous, stupid thing that you could possibly imagine. I'll leave the imagination to that, but you'll see in the video what's so bad and wrong about TShock community, developers specifically. Right now, I wanted to look at my warning, which I can't do. As you know, the website, the forum, loads extremely slow. I'm going to do it again by going to the forums. You're going to see how long it takes to load. That's how long it took to load. So to prove to you how slow this actually is, I'm going to go ahead and use an incognito window, which flushes my IP address, flushes my cookies, and importantly, flushes the account I'm using. I'm going to do the same thing here, going to TShock on Google and clicking on it. Boom. Instant load. I go to the forums. Boom. Instant load. You're probably wondering, what's the problem? I get to the point right now. The problem is the developers. The administrators, moderators, whatever you want to call them, the people that have the ability to ban you, kick you, or in this case, warn you for doing something. So let's get to the point. I'm currently warned for inappropriate content, which I can't read at the moment. And as you can see, it's loading right now. Impossible to read it. That's the first step. First point is, don't warn someone for something that they did and not give them the option or opportunity to review it. Okay? You're blocking them on purpose. You're pissing them off and specifically causing harm and hostility. This is the kind of thing that got me in trouble on another forum in Terraria because I was speaking facts and truth. A user on this forum will warn you, kick you, and pretty much cruelly call names and be rude to you, period. Now, I know you work for this for free, but take this example from other companies and other things that are out there, whether it's your internet provider, whether it's Google, Gmail. These people are hired to do a job and they're never rude. Take that example. Just because your software is free doesn't mean you have to be a complete asshole to anyone. Normal people don't do that. These people do. Now these are not users, we're not talking about regular users, they're actually, the users here are actually wanting help, but they don't get it. They don't get the help because the excuse and the rules say, don't give them links, let them figure it out on their own. If you're a person who uses a computer and it breaks down, who do you take the computer to? Do you take it to HP? Do you take it to your computer specialist? Yes, you do. Especially if you don't have any knowledge on how to repair a computer or what's wrong with it. I mean, you probably got a virus, okay. But that's just an example. But the fact is, the computer specialist is going to be, well, you shouldn't have been using porn or anything like that. That doesn't matter. The point is, you need to be upfront and courteous to those people. Tell them to the point, okay? Your computer was infected by going to a website full of porn, or because you went to a download site with music. That's where you got the virus. Please stop doing that. I will fix your computer, have it ready in 24 hours. Done. Here's the alternate version. You're a dick, you're a son of a bitch, you shouldn't have gone to that damn website. And, first of all, I'm not going to repair a computer, because you should learn not to go to those sites. So which one of those two do you think is normal? You choose. Was it the first one, or was it the last one I just did? In that aspect, we're talking about a community known as TShock, server maintenance program from Terraria. It's out of date. There was a new Halloween hotfix came out with a couple of features. People are already complaining, yes, I'm saying and using the word complaining or whining, that TShock no longer works for those versions. Yes, it does actually work. MARIOE is a very good user, has updated the actual bin file for the server. Of course not TShock, but that's not the point. TShock still works even though it's updated. You just need the server bin file that loads new TShock. That's all you need. So for those of you who are actually worried about it, just go to Bamboo up here. I'm not going to do it because it's going to take 5 hours to load due to this inappropriate ban that I've received. And you click on the download in artifacts. Then you go to your downloads here and download TShock. Now it is going to say 1.2.1.1. Ignore that, install it, be done with it. Yes, there are bugs in that version because it's not up to date, so wait for the devs to update it. Who knows how long that will take, but the fact is TShock works, it's stable, and it still runs perfectly. So here's the other problem. Due to the fact of this, I don't know if you want to call it a ban or whatever you want to call it, but it's impossible to do anything. Right now it's loading my inappropriate content. Of course, I don't want to display this on YouTube because that would be considered personal attacks. That's what the other warning was in another location. But here's another thing about the shout box. I was told somewhere high up, and I can't load it here, so what I'll have to do is I have to load it through the incognito window, which of course may get blocked considering that this is working. See how fast this loads? Wonderful. Here we are. The last shout box was, there were users complaining that they could not, of course, there you go, the first ban offense. This guy, of course, is doing caps lock. You can use common sense, don't do cap lock. Come on guys, you can do it because you're so cool, 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 cool. Smiley face represents cool. And then, of course, this is annoying. Okay, that's kiddish, childish behavior. I agree to that. However, here's one that's important. I was told, don't post links. Why not? If it's the devs, then those people need to grow up once in a while. All they do is tell people to do homework before asking questions. Okay, I can understand that if you go to school, because that's kind of the point. You're supposed to study the book and do that. But this isn't school. This is completely different. These people don't know how to code C#. They don't. Okay? I modified Terraria a little bit myself, but I don't know how to code. Did I ask questions about how to do certain things? Yes. Did I get terrible replies? Yes. Did I figure it out eventually? Yes, because you made those terrible replies. But I will not be that same person like you to other people. So this is what happened. I'm sick and tired of all this arrogance in this community. It is arrogant behavior, it's rude, it's disrespectful. Don't do it, okay? And just because I posted something like that is not saying I'm disrespectful to you. One, I'm pointing out a fact. Two, it's the truth. And 3, you're only making it harder on yourself. You're not really making it harder on me at all. I'm actually enjoying it, to believe it or not. And there's a lot of people enjoying this right now as well. Now here's the thing. Another user replied, pretty sure the intention is that they want someone to be intelligent enough to figure it out on themselves. Yes, people can be intelligent enough to figure this stuff out, but believe me, it doesn't take a brain-dead child to not figure it out. Okay? Yes, we know that the new version is not out, but that doesn't mean there is an option and an alternative to getting it to work. So, whether you're having problems people contributing nothing or making irritational comments or duplicate bug reports, that's kind of the life of making a software. That's something you put yourself in the moment you started programming and deciding to make it free or not. But most importantly, making it public. You're going to get users, you're going to get feedback, and you're going to have to deal with it like an adult. There is nothing you can do about it. If you didn't want this job, then you should pack your bags, get off the internet, and forget about updating the software of yours. Because you're apparently not ready to socialize, you're not ready to take feedback, and you're personally not ready to handle the situation at all in your best interest. The next comment I don't think really pertains to it, but I'll read it anyway. How would you react if you made a free software and all you hear is complaints? This guy typed it wrong. And at least 90% of those complaints is because people didn't search well enough before asking questions. I'm not going to say that because that's already arrogant. Don't be arrogant. Just tell the truth, but keep it respectful. Is it a complaint because it's a free software? Free or not? It doesn't matter if it's free, not, you pay for it. You are a support forum. What's the point of making a website and a forum if you're not going to do support? If you're not going to do support and you don't want people asking questions, whether they're good or not, don't make a forum. Especially don't make a specific category for it. Just don't have one. You know, if you want to be that difficult, do that. And of course, then there's a user. I wish more people here were like Marcus. This is hands down the nastiest community that I've been part of. And the sad fact is that when you're reading a thread in a forum, that first nasty post usually comes from a mod, dev, or administration account. Yeah, that definitely does suck. I mean, you'd think that someone who's younger than you and has administration privileges would be more mature. Guess not. I know many people who typed it wrong, does not use TShock simply because they were yelled at right from the start by the devs. This software is really great, but the people ... That is correct. It's the truth, it's a fact, and it's just sad. Of course, one of the devs then randomly reply in a way that is considered disrespectful. But the fact is, what's the problem posting links, helping people out? If you're not going to do it, let somebody else do it. Somebody else did it. Here's the psychological behavior behind that. Jealousy is for one of them. You're probably jealous because other people are doing a better job than you are. It's something you lack, a skill you lack. Social skills. It's not something that's hard to learn, but if you don't want to learn it or just don't want to simply do it, don't do anything. There's a rule on the internet. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And this goes for real life too. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's true. But that depends on the content of that message that you were supposedly to say. In this case, there's nothing completely wrong with any of these comments other than the devs. So anyway, this is where it started and this is where it's going to end. As of right now, I can load the site perfectly fine, fast, but if you're going to warn someone, don't troll them by causing it to do a white screen so you can't read the message. If you're going to ban, just ban. Just ban like you did this guy right here. It's not that difficult. It's what, one click? I've done it on many forums. One click, read, banned, done. I don't have to worry about you anymore. That's how bad these people are. Sooner or later, you're just going to have to ban every single one of them. And that's a very sad community. Terraria is a great community. The devs are not out of control. They'll answer your questions, but here's the thing. It's not the devs that are answering the questions in the bug reports. And you know why? Because they know what to do. It's the users that answer the question, and the users either agree or disagree with people. And the more people disagree or agree, you can figure out the bug is there or the bug is not there. So rarely do we see on Terraria, on the Terrarian official forums, that a dev will confirm that a bug is there. Unlike in TShock, a dev will come up and say, learn to use Google. That's the best comment you can ever put on there. Use Google. Well, I've used Google and I still didn't find anything important on it. Believe me, search engines aren't perfect and they don't always find the things you need. But it's also wrong to make rules that don't apply to everyone, including you. So, with that said, it is clear that TShock does not want to load, period. I'm probably seeing what I believe I'm seeing is the last screen I'm ever allowed to see, and probably am banned. The only way to figure that one out, though, would be to use the incognito window and actually see that my account is locked. It's not locked, it's actually there. Supposedly it's there. But anyway, the fact is, see how fast this stuff loads? It's not slow at all. It's just slow when I'm logged in. I could technically log out and prove to you it's the same issue, but it doesn't matter. The people that are going to see this video and the users that are seeing this video, this is an informative video. If you're going to go on Terraria, you can register, ask questions as much as you want. People are going to be courteous and respectful. But be warned, if you're going to go on TShock, I suggest you really swallow your guts this one, because this is what you're going to get if they don't like what you post. And believe me, it can be anything. If they don't like what you post, that's what's going to happen to you. So my recommendation is download TShock, use it. If you have problems, my recommendation is go away from TShock forums and go to the Terrarian forums and look for people who participate in TShock. In other words, people who are actually there and know what they're doing, because they're going to tell you how to do things. The developers are not going to tell you. They're not. If you ask them, they're only going to be rude to you. So I'm saving your ass on this. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, I'm trying to save it. If you really don't want to get these rude, disrespectful, despicable, discriminating, and arrogant replies, do not register on TShock. Go there to read, but don't make an account. Go on Terraria, look for people there. Specifically, just go to the server section, in-game support, technical support. Go to technical support, and specifically go to the PC technical support if you can. And just post it there, because it doesn't really have a recommendation that you need to use vanilla. It doesn't really say anywhere that it needs to be vanilla, but I'm pretty sure they will try to put it in there somehow. But anyway, just post it, say TShock. I mean, you can create a topic in this. If you click on PC, post, there's prefixes. There's no prefixes, so just, type TShock, need some help, or something that helps, gives us an idea of what we're trying to deal with here. Because there are going to be users who will help you, and the devs aren't just going to randomly clock and lock it. That's just simple. They're just not going to clock and lock it. Anyway, this is just an informative video about TShock. It's a good community user-wise. It's a terrible community with authority-wise. So, it's an opinion for everybody, but the video kind of shows some things that I'm going through here, and this is not just me. This is anyone who gets warned or banned, or I don't even know what I would call this at this point. I mean, I can see the forum, I can probably still post and do things, but a normal website or forum does not take 10, 20, 30 seconds to load, and then when you use another computer or an incognito window to mask your IP address, and it loads fine. So that's just that. Anyway, TShock's great. If you guys need it, just download it. It's an updated version. Just grab the 1.2.1. There is a server bin file in there. Do not use it. Instead, go to the bamboo section. Go to the build number 13, which was created by MARIOE 2 days ago. I'm sure he'll be updating it anytime soon. Go to artifacts. Grab the server bin file. Replace it. You're good to go. You'll load TShock, but it'll be 1.2.11 TShock API. There's a difference between the server and the API. The API is one version off, but the server is updated to 1.2.1.2. That should not be a difficult. If there are bugs or problems, yeah, don't post them because this is an old version and they're already working on 1.2.1.2. So it is only a matter of time till it comes out. So yeah, don't post any bugs because they're probably already discovered. Wait till the new one comes out, test that same bug, and see if it works. Alright, well, see you guys. I'm probably going to go cast some Terraria, probably on the server. There is a public version and there is a private version of Terraria TShock because of the recent situations that have happened on TShock, and a lot of people are not liking it. So if you want a better version of TShock, you can grab it. Links will be available. You can also personal message me on various links at the bottom. Like, subscribe, and I'm sorry that this video had to be created, but it's just, I had to do it because, you know, if you go as far as preventing someone from loading a site, you just know it's trolling or something far, far more sinister than that. It's just, it's disrespectful. Don't do it. And if you're reading these, if the devs are actually watching this video right now, I hope you kind of get a heart attack right now and realize what you've done is completely wrong. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, and we will be having Left 4 Dead. This is just an informative video. If anyone takes this as a trolling or a disrespectful video, I am sorry. That's not my intentions, and I believe you can tell by the way I'm talking and the way I've shown everything. We have a server. Server is listed. It is the same Terraria version that I am actually using. It is posted in the shout box the same way I've said it. You can do it. A lot of people say, please update, please update. You don't need to update. It's stable, it works. There's a few bugs, ignore them or disable them. Anyway, bye-bye. See you on Terraria and see you on Left 4 Dead.